So it's pretty much like navigate on autopilot, but on the streets.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is we're using assertive. And
okay.
like so, there's 3 different modes for FSD.
And assertive is more aggressive, right?
Supposedly. Yeah, I'm hoping like so. I actually gave a couple of feedback to the FSD team, like based on like a couple of my disengagements. So I'm hoping like they take a look at the video.
I wonder if they actually do that. Like I wonder if they actually take feedback by like email.
Well, they said in the email you get, they tell you that you can send feedback.
Oh, okay. They probably have a lot of stuff coming in.
Yeah, and then every time I hit that icon, it will send a snippet to the FSD beta team.
So are you like on a whole like just FSD beta or like early access too?
It's all the one and the same right now.
Oh, it's all in one? Okay.
I don't think there's anyone actually getting it early.
Yeah, because I know they're doing. Some people receive the Tidal music streaming.
Yeah.
Since they're in early access, I'm not sure if.
Yeah, so I think there's early access for that, and then there's FSD beta.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
See how many people will get mad at how slow I'm driving.
So far it's been okay. It's been pretty good. Waiting for our turn. Oh, actually pretty good. Maybe a little slow, I'm not sure.
Yeah. See, I don't know why that was such a hard break way before the stop line. Then I know, like on streets like this, it would tend to be go right in the middle.
Yeah, they'll think it's like one lane.
Right.
One wide.
Four-way stop. Here it's stopped at the right spot. I'm really curious how it's gonna behave
in like downtown traffic.
Yeah.
Stuff? Yeah.
Of course, he was not waiting for me.
So how does it know when to go? Like at a four-way stop? Is it just like it knows which cars get there first, and or is it?
It basically. It goes based on which car gets there first. This is our turn lane.
And it's gonna go through the turn lane.
Yeah. No other cars here.
Jeez.
It does not slow down for speed bumps, so I had to kind of like ratchet it down, but even still, it doesn't slow down fast enough.
Your car, is it lowered?
No.
No? Is it that?
Well, I mean, it's lowered because I have a performance car.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's just by a teeny little bit. Not too sure.
So I kind of like pumped the accelerator right there.
Nice steering wheel too.
Oh, thanks.
You won that at the
California takeover.
Yeah, that event that they had, a huge event. How was that?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was definitely fun.
Next time, I'll find some time to go. Next time I'll probably have my 3, so.
What's your wait time on that?
June.
That's not that bad.
I know some people who are ordering Model X's in 2023. Our Model X is supposed to come in January, so.
Are you getting an X?
Not personally, but
Okay.
for our fleet.
Oh, okay.
And we're supposed to have a Model S by the end of December, so.
You can see it's already in the middle.
In the middle.
Of the lane.
So if a car comes that way, does it move over to the right?
From what I've seen, it takes a while to move over. Oh, what's going on here? There's a lot of cones here.
Autopilot creeping forward.
I don't know why it's turning the wheel this way.
You need to make like a. Huh. It does not know what it's doing. It's not too bad.
That was kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean.
It's like it was trying to like turn right, and then it
Probably as a driver, it's probably scarier than me being a passenger.
Yeah. Oh, we were supposed to turn. It was trying to change lanes and then kind of abandoned it.
Well, I like how it shows all the red, like the brake lights of all the cars.
Yeah, and then I think the blue is like potential hazard.
I think it's like the car it's focusing on.
Yeah.
Similar to like on autopilot when it turns dark gray.
Oh,
Whoa, what's going on here?
disengage from that. It just kept going right.
Yeah, that's not good.
There's no lane marker on this side, so it didn't really. I don't think it knew where to go.
Yeah, hopefully on 10.4 it gets a little bit better. I'm sure it will.
So here's one thing I don't like, how it takes the turns. Look how wide it is right now. And they kind of just stop here.
Yeah.
Or disengage since it's like right in the middle of the lane.
I think on turns is like its weak spot.
Yeah. So we're gonna hit our time soon.
Car is really quiet compared to so how does it how is it, have you ever had it where you're an FSD and someone's backing out of like one of those the parking spots
Not
near your
yet.
house?
Not yet. Oop, oop. Wow. Did not like any of that. The cyclist came out.
I guess it's proactively safe, like
but
just checking if, you know.
I was looking behind me just to make sure there was no cars there.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that
like,
could have ended in someone could have.
But yeah, like it
Right.
definitely stopped for that cyclist there because it didn't know what was happening.
I wish they've done that for a regular autopilot, like, you know, like it can predict.
See, like
It's letting all the cars go.
Yeah, letting all the cars go. Waiting for people. Whoop, people are coming.
Yeah. That was close.
So we already had like 5 cars go right now.
And right here it has to turn right.
Yeah.
So is it going to turn into...
Very late. Go out for that stop. Yeah.
What is it doing here?
It just stopped. And that's where I think it can get dangerous. Like, you should not just stop right in there.
Yeah.
On the middle of a turn.
Definitely a lot of needs improvement.
I mean, like, so you see videos where like people are having great
Right.
where
it's like better
response,
than driver.
yeah. And like for me, it's been the complete opposite. It's actually been a lot very hesitant, very like a teenage driver trying to figure out how to drive for the first time.
Yeah.
And unsure of what to do in certain situations. Which I'm like, is it because of? I thought that Model 3 was a semi. Is it because of the fact that it doesn't know how to behave in these kind of city situations, or is it because people are doing it in more well-marked lanes and it does better there versus like here it's kind of unsure.
Yeah, especially like these small like back streets, you know. I'm not sure if. Yeah, that's why I see FSD beta videos and they're all like, it looks, I guess, a lot of editing or I don't know. Maybe it's actually like really good in the area.
Yeah, because I talked to some people up in the OC area and everyone over there is like, yeah, it works great. Unfortunately, not for me here.
I wonder if that has anything to do with like how many people are recording data here.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if there's that many, because if you look at the numbers based on that recall, it was less than 12,000, right?
Yeah.
So how many people are actually here in San Diego?
Right. Probably like LA, San Francisco.
Right.
Probably like one of the hot spots. I'm actually surprised how they were able to kind of roll this out without government like regulators getting in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, at least not as of yet. You know.
It's not going.
It just stops.
Yeah, it's struggling on this, just going straight. I had to push the accelerator there a couple times. Here we have a car that's kind of like hugging the turn and it's moving out of the way. So we went over the double yellow here just a little bit to avoid that car. So that was good. This is going to be an interesting turn. So no one's here.
I'd probably not use this at like night around here because it gets really right here. It's really
so like it keeps stopping right in the middle of a turn.
Oh, and it completely blew through the stop sign.
It did not stop at the stop sign at all.
Uh-oh.
Right, so there's no lane marking, so it's like it's struggling to stay to the right. It finally started to move when that car came over. So I think we had to go to our next.
Here's the real test.
So we're going to go to Little Italy. Basically where Mark lives.
Mark has a FSD beta, right?
Yeah.
How's his experience been?
I think his is better. I haven't actually talked to him directly about that. So it's stopping at this crossing. I had to push this through. There was no stop sign there. It just started
slowing down.
Yeah.
I like how it goes in like that bird's eye view.
Yeah.
At an intersection. It's kind of crazy how much it can see. Like I never thought these cameras could see that much. And
see if it's struggling here.
So this creeping forward, yeah.
Let's check this over. With people with a long line behind me. Didn't want to wait too much on that. We have a sign here. So hopefully it doesn't take that out. Nope. But you see how the steering wheel jerks a lot as it turns?
Yeah.
That's where I'm not a big fan of.
Like, keeps moving.
Like here we're okay since it's a little bit clearer. Lines are well marked. It's a little bit bigger. We're heading towards downtown. We're in South Park right now.
So like right here is pretty much like just regular autopilot.
Yeah, it has that kind of feel to it. It's gonna be kind of hard to screw this up.
Yeah. On like freeways, do you get the same visualizations? Or?
No, it goes back to just navigating on autopilot.
Okay. I guess navigate on autopilot is already perfected.
Well, they're going to switch to vision, like the single stack that hasn't been done yet. Is using vision instead of radar, but it's still a different stack.
So they're going to soon change that.
Yes. All right, so we got a guy on the scooter here, and a guy on a bike ahead of us. Kind of like heartbreaking right there.
Wonder how though.
So stopped well in advance. So it's not moving. So I'm gonna push through this.
You can override it with the accelerator?
Yeah.
Alright.
It just wanted to hang out there all day. If I was in New York City, I would have been honked at already.
Yeah. Well, good thing there's nobody behind you.
Not now. There was someone when I was at the stop sign.
When it blew through the stop sign?
No, just now.
Oh.
I'm nervous not seeing what's here.
Yeah.
So where is it going to stop? There's a stop sign there, and it stopped right here, which
is good.
Think. Keeping forward for visibility.
I can't see.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna push. Ooh. That is steep. I'm gonna crawl through here. I might bottom out this car.
I would never take my car here.
Alright, so we're supposed to be on this lane, which we are. Good.
But the turn signal a little late, right?
Yeah. Oh. See, it's stopping way too early here. And it's supposed to take that exit over there. Oh, whoa, look at that. And it just avoided the turn altogether.
Wow.
It did not know what to do. I don't know if I saved that.
What the?
I don't know what it's doing right now. What is it doing? I think it's trying to take a U-turn.
Starting to maybe rethink my wishes of having FSD beta.
Yeah, so you see, like, it got complicated there. And, like, I'm stuck here.
It's not going. It thinks that car is gonna come around.
So I'm pushing on the accelerator. It stopped again, checking for visibility. I'm not sure what it's doing. There's no one behind me, so I'm waiting. Yeah, so it says use accelerator. It thinks that car, that parked car, is a danger. Look at that.
Yeah, that is not too safe.
No. And luckily there's no one here, so I could let it do its thing and try to figure that out.
Maybe because
Oh.
that was close.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be
In
here.
the left lane.
So that was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
figure it out this time, yeah. Alright.
Kind of getting, like, hanging on to that left side, right? A little bit more to the right.
Yeah.
Right there. Surprised the visualizations haven't changed yet. For my, oh,
Yeah,
no.
there it is. Yeah, it just kicked over.
Oh, but you still get to see the brake lights on cars.
Yes, that you see, and it's still waiting to turn. Following pretty close to me. And me.
It's supposed to get off here, right?
So I came off. I dropped someone off here yesterday, and it was going pretty fast. And even though I was ratcheting down the speed,
It would still keep its speed.
it was still staying at like 45, 55, trying to make that turn up there.
It has the turn signal to.
Yeah, it's 2 lanes turning. You see, I have it set to 35.
Going 38.
It was still at 40 until it hit this turn.
Looks like over here is doing a little bit better as far as
He just
he needs
hard
hard
brake.
brakes. Is that because it may be an assertive than like calm driver mode? I don't know.
It was all the same to me.
Yeah.
Did not know how to handle that.
Oh, for a second I thought I was going the wrong lane.
No, these are all one ways.
yeah.
Too fast for me here. So
A little too close.
moving a little bit. I did feel it move a little bit over, but it was probably a little too late for my liking.
Right there was not. That turned it a little bit better.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it's waiting for.
Pedestrians, possibly. Oh,
Waited till the last possible second to make that turn, and then it just stopped. Alright, so let me do this. We're gonna go. Alright, we're gonna do that.
I wonder if it learns off of human like when you're not on beta, like when you're not driving, when it's not on autopilot. I wonder
Right.
if it learns based on your manual driving.
So the curb right here. It finally moved away from that. I hope so. I would hope that will be somewhat inputted or captured, but I
Yeah.
don't know if it is. I think after this, we're gonna go up back north to Bankers Hill. It's already yelling at me to keep my hands on the wheel.
Yeah, I think that's they're now looking at cabin camera.
Right. Person here, so
Moving out of the lane a little
but it just stopped.
too much.
The things that motorcycle has a person, it's struggling on the motorcycle. Luckily there's no one behind me, so I could break that, but
Definitely needs a lot more.
it's nerve-wracking. It really is.
It's right here. It's kind of like pointed to the
Right.
left, but it's needs to go forward.
Straighten her out. Curious with that truck there what it's gonna do. It's kind of in the way.
Oh. This is like the most extreme you put it to the test, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I drove down this, not this road, the one behind it, going to the airport and coming back up.
Mhm.
But for the most part, I tend to disengage a lot on these roads.
City streets, yeah. It gets kind of wild with all these drivers.
But yeah, that's why if other people are in the car with me, I tend to like disengage a lot quicker, or not even have it on altogether. So it's struggling to go straight. Guy behind me is like, what the hell?
What's it gonna do here? Terrible.
I have the FSD beta sticker on
the back.
on the back, but I don't think people who don't know what FSD beta is know what that means.
What's FSD?
So I probably should get the sticker that says I'm probably not driving.
Yeah.
Somehow indicate I'm doing testing, not to follow closely.
Just say not. This car does wide turns or whatever.
So this car is pulling over to the side here.
Oh, pedestrians. Here is going to keep going straight. I'm not sure where the wheel is pointing to. Probably going to brake right here for the motorcycle.
There's a car coming out. It's kind of went to a little bit wider now. I don't know why the steering wheel keeps going left and right. Yeah. And it stopped again here way before the stop sign. Let's try to go while the pedestrian's walking. Bergeron is right here. So we'll go to our next place.
Upcoming change to the.
So this
It went to the right and then to the left.
is going to be interesting. Yeah, I struggled there.
I would have hit that car, possibly.
Yeah, this car.
Just braking.
Yeah, it's braking a lot.
So the red is just the curbs where it can't.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of like it can't go there, right?
yeah, it's marking the curbs. thinks that flower pot is a motorcycle. Alright, so
that was kind of scary.
watching that whole time, where is it going?
What? Moved to a whole different lane.
Didn't even do a lane change. There was no cars there, so lucky for that.
Have you tried like changing it out of assertive, or is it only like to see what actually changes as far as like driving habits?
Yeah, we can change that right now. Put it back to average.
Have you ever used it on average or just?
That's how I started with average, and I felt it was not in the city where it needed to be assertive. It was not being assertive. The curve right there.
Assertive is more like aggressive, or like like as far as what they go by, what the word assertive means for FSD is like it does everything faster.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be
More
like more aggressive,
attentive.
like lane change. It would make turns a little bit quicker. There was a little excerpt over there, which you could read it.
Medium follow distance and perform rolling stops.
And then assertive is
smaller distance, more frequent speed. Yeah, that was very close. What's it doing here? Jesus.
Not like any of that.
Downtown San Diego is not the place to test out FSD. Definitely scary.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah, you have to be very attentive, and that's why I have not let go of the steering wheel at all. Like usually on the highway with navigating autopilot, I have one hand on the wheel like this. With FSD beta, I'm all like, way paying attention to everything.
Yeah.
I've not had really good experience with this, but that's why it's beta.
Yeah, you have hardware 2.5 or 3?
3.
Yeah. And so Mark has said it's like good, like because he lives around here, right?
Yeah, he also drives up north a lot too.
So maybe it's like learning or something. Is it like individual cars that are learning on themselves, or?
He told me the S handles a lot better too.
I wonder if it has better visibility.
Could be.
I wonder if Tesla even like takes into account of like vehicle size, like in autopilot. Like, does it think when you're on a Model X that it's a Model 3 when it comes to like autopilot and where it can go and where it can fit?
Good question. Down a little bit.
Looks like it really pays attention to Cyclist and motorcycles, which is good, but sometimes it breaks too early on that.
Time to. Oh, wait, you need to go to news first.
Now I see what your wife is saying.
Yeah. She's not a fan of this at all. I'm not turning it on when she's in the car.
I probably wouldn't be a fan of it either. Like, if I had it, I would kind of just maybe attentive, but I feel like it's
you really have to be on your toes.
Yeah, you can't take your eyes for 1 second.
Like while I was driving, I'm also paying attention to what's behind me, what's to my left or right, even more so than I normally do when I drive. So
you kind of have to because how it's behaving.
Yeah, this is what I mean when I say, like, sometimes it behaves great, and then other times I'm like, it seems like it's driving for the very first time ever.
Yeah. No, I see that. Some areas has its best spot, I think, is just like straight roads.
Yeah, my turns have been horrible, but I've seen people post about like how turns are great for them.
Like blind, what's it called? Left turns or things like blind,
like blind left turns.
Yeah, or suicide left turns. I think that's what people call them.
Yeah, this is the first time I've had the car just stop in the middle of a turn.
Like, it's never done that at those turns?
Yeah, like, or in general, I never had that happen.
And that's like software hasn't changed.
No, the same software.
Yeah.
Everything is basically the same. It just the behavior is not consistent all the time.
It's not.
Oh. Where are you going?
I feel like I would not let it, especially with all these like little curves here.
Yeah.
Like, I would not let it go over there.
Doing a lane change in the middle of the intersection, which is not legal. Don't know why.
Too many California Tesla drivers. Right? That's what the system's based off.
That was surprising.
Really good.
That was very surprising. I was not sure what was it going to do. I was getting ready to take over then.
Yeah.
Change this back to arcade. This is the roadwork here is new.
Looks like it's still on the right lane. I think it's the car in front of it's helping it a lot.
Yeah.
As far as where to follow.
We also have these temporary lane markers. So,
looks like it's paying attention to those.
Right. You know, I also have my following distance set to 7.
Yeah, it's kind of weird with like cars that are parked on the curb, you know, like right next to the curb for it to,
right.
You know, because it thinks the car that's on the curb has its brake lights on.
Yeah, I've noticed that with the brake lights, it's been a hit or miss on that one.
I guess it's the sun and.
Oh. So they moved over.
Kind of. I'd say that was okay.
I probably would have turned a little bit quicker on that one myself.
Have you ever seen, like, do they also respond to like hazard lights? Like if you put like the emergency lights, is it yellow blinking on the screen? Or?
Oh, I have not noticed on the screen. You just stop right here. We're gonna need to change lanes soon. There we go.
Really aggressive with lane changes.
Yeah, and this is not. This is at average.
Does it do like right turns on red?
Sometimes I've noticed that sometimes it just stops there and waits forever. I don't know when it will turn on red and when it won't.
I wonder if it reads the signs, or
sometimes there's no signs where like it just stops. I might have to disengage here in a bit because there's a pothole that I know of right here.
I'm sure if they do. I don't think they've started the pothole labeling.
No, right. That's the pothole.
Oh, yeah. Wonder what's. Has it gone through that intersection right here before?
Yes.
And it's done good?
Sometimes. This is the intersection I
this
go
one.
home.
Because I think it was that one where it's like a five-way intersection.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
When I was coming here, I was like, what?
You could try to get that one next time.
On 10.4. So far, I would give it like a rating of like 50.
Out of 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would concur. It's not great. The turns aren't great. When there's multiple exit points, it freaks out. Yeah, I don't know if this is because like this is my route home that it knows how to take that finally.
Huh.
But
So,
it does not read the dip sign, so I bottom out my car, not here, and another one around here.
the one that we went through at first, or is there
No,
another one?
it was when I was coming off of the highway on the 8, way over east side. There was a dip that completely bottomed out the car. This road is gonna not be great.
I've noticed with autopilot, it still does phantom braking.
I haven't, like with mine, I haven't had much phantom braking anymore.
I think when we had full self-driving subscription, the way that it was the way that the sun was setting, the shadow was to the right, and it wouldn't want to change lanes because it thinks that the shadow of the car was a car on the right side, so it wouldn't change lanes on navigate and autopilot.
So
And
I
then-
changed real quick. I changed this to like 10 miles an hour, and it was still going like 20 miles an hour throughout that whole thing.
I wonder if it's that hard for the car to just listen to the speed you set it to.
But yeah, sorry, as you were saying.
Yeah, no, I just noticed a little bit more phantom braking.
There's no stop signs here, so it's looking for checking, but it's taking such a long time to make that turn.
I think beta testers should be more congratulated on their 99 score rather than actually getting the beta. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he did not want to wait. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, if you actually live in the city, you're... that was just me by accident. You kind of like have to be a little bit more aggressive than it is, and you can't hesitate on turns. You can't like try to think twice. You have to just go, otherwise you will cause an accident. Like if you're committing to a turn, you have to commit.
You have to like think to yourself that FSD won't be able to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So hit our location.